Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in, stopping by. This morning, we are going to start off today with something so motivational, something so inspirational that I couldn't help but to cover it. Today's piece, all credit goes to Jiu-Jitsu Times, jujitsutimes.com. Greatly appreciate you guys posting this article and sharing it out. This comes via way of Pariah MMA. 1 second, really quick. Let me just make sure this door is fully closed. 1 second. One moment. There we go. Had a little bit of sound leakage. I could hear the feedback in my headphones. Alrighty. So, by way of Pariah MMA, via Facebook, they had shared an article this morning by Jiu-Jitsu Times that I just couldn't help but to publish, or I couldn't help but to speak on. This article actually was published on the 12th, yesterday. This piece dropping on the 13th. So let's first kind of just get into some of the background of this piece. Jiu-Jitsu.com shared the submissions of over 30 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athletes over the age of 60 who proved that it's never too late to start Jiu-Jitsu. While every submission was incredible and inspiring, 60-year-old, he'll be 61 in July of this year, Dave Brown's story really stuck out to us, and with his permission, we've decided to share it. So, Mr. Brown's story, he did give permission for this to be shared. Definitely, it's cool to be able to talk about this. So first, this is from Dave's point of view, okay? Prior to starting Jiu-Jitsu, I weighed about 300 pounds, and I was very out of shape. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and hypertension, high blood pressure. My doctor told me that I was at high risk of having a stroke or heart attack. I attended a no-gi tournament to watch my 28-year-old son compete. I went to the event with no intention of getting involved in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was merely a spectator wanting to cheer on my adult son. It was his first competition, I knew absolutely nothing about Jiu-Jitsu. However, as soon as I saw it, I knew I would love it, and I had to give it a try. Alrighty, so already, as you guys see him pictured there in the picture to the left with the glasses, 300 pounds, definitely heavy, at that age, to be an older male. So already, you guys can kind of see where the inspiration here is ready to come in Brown's story for us. As a young person, I was a wrestler. I forgot how much I loved wrestling. While watching the no-gi matches, my competitive juices started to flow. The dream of competing on a mat again became an overwhelming desire for me. My only concern was whether I'd be able to do it at my age and my physical condition. I signed up at Hokkyon Jiu-Jitsu in Spring, Texas, in February 2016. My professor, Matt Smith, asked that I commit to a year with the goal of competing at the 2017 PANS in March of the following year. I gave it my best, and the results have been amazing. I lost 100 pounds. My A1C, which is your diabetes indicator, went to mid-normal range. My my blood pressure dropped. My heart rate dropped dramatically. I felt great, and I'm having the time of my life. And as you guys can see here, pictured in the middle, okay, this is during the transition phase there, pictured in the middle from Dave losing that first 100 pounds. Okay, and then as you see, as he's starting to get ready to head into to tournament time, this guy begins to get pretty yoked. He begins to get pretty jacked. I held my white belt for that first year. I received my blue belt the morning of PANS 2017, and I entered the tournament at Masters 5. I qualified for Masters 6. Blue belt super heavyweight division. To my amazement, I won my division. He won his division. He's only been practicing a year. He's only been training a year. He held his white belt for a whole year. Okay? That encouraged me to continue to compete in as many tournaments as I could. During the 2 years that I had my blue belt, I won gold at many IBJJF tournaments. International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is what I'm assuming. Including World Masters, No-Gi Worlds, Euros, Masters International Europe, American Nationals, PANS, and the Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, Denver, Chicago, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and Boston Opens. Gotta love this guy. Gotta love this guy. What a champion. What a champion. I also won gold at the SJJIF, which not sure what that is, World Championship in 2018. Before advancing to purple belt, after having my blue belt for 2 years, I had attained a number 1 IBJJF ranking in 4 divisions: Masters 5 gi, or Masters 5 gi and no gi, and Masters 6 gi and no gi. So gi, no gi, pretty much, no gi, you can't, go in with the collar choke or anything like that. There's no gi. Kind of what you're used to seeing in the cage. And then of course, gi be it the uniform of which is worn in traditional martial arts. Okay. Recently I received my purple belt, and I am planning on continuing to compete. My first competition at purple belt was 2019 PANS, where I won double gold at Masters 6. I am currently entered into Master Worlds at Masters 7, purple super heavyweight. To say that my jiu-jitsu journey has exceeded my expectations would be a huge understatement. I would never have believed the improvement in my health. I am much happier than I have been in many decades. I have gained friends from all over the world, and I am part of a very close-knit local community of grapplers. This journey has been amazing. I hope to continue it for many years to come. I love sharing my jiu-jitsu story. It started out as a mere dream of competing again. I am glad to be living that dream. Now let me just show you guys something really quick here. First, let's go back to the first slide, to the first picture, okay? 300 pounds. 300 pounds. Lost 100. My man is still continuing to transform that fat into muscle. He's still competing. It's 2019 currently, guys. Look at this man's titles. Look. He's constantly in the middle on the number 1 stool. Consistently. Now I get it. Some of you are probably like, oh, well, Robbie, he's competing against, a bunch of old farts. He's competing up against a bunch of old guys. Guys, to be competing and to be competing at that age and to overcome some of the things that he has overcame, first just speaks very highly of what martial arts can do to you and how it can discipline oneself, and just help get you healthier from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint. I'm sure during that time period of losing the weight, there was times where he was like, man, should I really be doing this? Can I really do this? He even stated, can I with my age and my condition? So there was that initial doubt. He overcame that and he pushed through. let's transition that into what we do here on a day-to-day basis at the Rumboyz Fantasy Sports Network, or let's transition that into what happens here on a day-to-day basis in the streaming community, in the independent sports broadcasting community, on Sportscaster, and so many others. That whatever you guys choose to use, we already know where my allegiances are, but let's just break down. I once had initial doubts about starting my podcast and starting, to get out there and do what I'm doing now. And I had to overcome that. I'm sure the creators of Sportscaster, they had to overcome that initial doubt of, hey, is this going to work? Is this going to be a thing? Are people going to gravitate to this? Don't worry, it's working out well. Anytime, people, when you have like a dream or you have a goal or you have a vision, I want to go and I want to lose 100 pounds, or, you're like me, I want to gain, some extra weight, or, I want to go out there and I want to land that dream job. I want to start my own company. I want to start a podcast. I want to develop an app. Go out there and do that. Like, if what Dave's story teaches us is to not be apprehensive and to just go and get it. Like, you just gotta go and get it. Treat every day as if your back is against the wall. Treat every moment like your back is against the wall, and have that fight or flight mentality. Is today gonna be the day that I win? Is today gonna be the day that I use my platform to inspire people? Is today gonna be the day that I drop a piece that suddenly goes crazy and gets me 1,000 views? Is today gonna be the day that I sit down and I study film? Is today going to be the day that I go to the gym? No matter what it is or whatever you're going through in life, Dave's story teaches us that you can overcome it and you can make it. So I just wanted to start off this morning and today with just that positivity and just really bringing that positivity. Just because I feel like it's needed in today's world. There's so much negative, and sometimes analysts they get so much on the negative side of reporting, that it's always nice to have to drop one of these feel goods every once in a while, and hope that it inspires somebody and it changes their life, because realistically that's what we're doing in sports. Whether you're on the media side or you're on the court, you're on the field, you're on the mat, you're inspiring people. So that's just how I wanted to start the morning off. Sucks that I got my prediction wrong last night for the Bruins game, but congratulations to the Blues. I'll drop a congratulations video for you guys here on Sportscaster. Make sure that you guys check us out for NBA Finals tonight. You will not want to miss it. Game 6. We'll be going live for that. I'll have my hair cut, thank God. I need it for my birthday weekend anyways. But, yeah. Make sure you guys have your notifications on. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on Sportscaster. Create a Sportscaster account if you have not. I definitely recommend it. The gamers got Twitch. Why can't we have our own app, our own platform, our own service? Sportscaster's where it's at. Check it out. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum Boys and girls. What it do? I'll catch you guys tonight for the finals, and I'll be dropping some more stuff throughout the day just because I feel like it's one of those days. I just want to grind. Dilly dilly. Peace.